I asked you guys about the dumbest lie you guys ever told because this celebrity, this athletic superstar, can't stop lying. All right, he's a liar. And I want to hear if you guys are liars and what's the dumbest lie you ever told? Because this time this guy lied, no one's gonna believe him. Just saying. So I'm gonna start with you, Addison. Seems you got a couple of lies.
Well, right here at our good school of Nassau Community College, I would never cut class without emailing the professor first. I like to be at least courteous and let them know I won't be there.
Of course.
I always try to do that. But with there was one math class that I shouldn't have been in. It was like math 108. And I was supposed to take 102. For some reason, I signed up for 108. It said algebra in it. So I figured, like, that's easy. Find X.
I'm surprised that they even let you apply for it. I thought you couldn't apply for it if you didn't have a
supposedly anyone was accessible for it.
Oh,
supposedly.
That's weird.
Interesting.
But no one. I didn't do it with an advisor. I did it on my own. So I just kind of signed up.
Oh, that's
so when I realized it was the wrong class, I'm like, well, I really shouldn't be here anyway. We're already midway through the semester at this point.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I just started taking days off. And then, but it got to the point, I kept emailing, hey, I'm sorry, my friend's grandmother passed away. I have to go to a funeral.
Wow.
And that was my excuse every time.
Friend's grandmother.
Yeah, how many friends' grandmothers did you let?
Yeah, but I had to change it up every other email. So I'd be like, hey, one of my close relatives, but not really, who lives in Connecticut, went. I don't have anybody who lives in Connecticut. But it got to the point where I went to like 8 funerals in 1 month.
Jesus.
So and it got to the same teacher.
To catch
yes,
up on that.
And it also got to the point where he just stopped responding. And I also started saying things like, "Wow, just my luck, Professor. You'll never believe this."
That's terrible.
Yeah,
you're going to a very hot place. Man.
I think he was laughing after reading after a few, and he gave me a look like you shouldn't be here, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Who's losing that many people?
How many years ago was this?
Not like 3.
Okay. Did he pass you?
No, definitely not. Some of the grades I got in that class were just abysmal.
Oh yeah.
Like, unbelievable.
Why didn't you just withdraw?
You sure just I did. But I wanted. There was a part of me that's like, let me stay in this and see what I can get out of it. The guy was hilarious. The professor, he was cool. I like the people I was surrounded with.
Yeah. Sandy, how about you? You got any lies for me?
Oh, I have a bunch of lies, but I want to tell one of my favorites.
You're a liar.
A huge liar. Oh, huge liar. I'm not even gonna lie about that. And I lie about a lot of things.
You're a liar.
But when I've been working at Dunkin' for years. And I recently switched Dunkins from my old Dunkin' to the new one.
Okay.
And there was this one regular, and his name is Peter. His name was Peter, actually, because
he changed his name?
No, he was banned. He was like actually banned from the store. So he comes in and like they're already warning me. They're just like, he's really weird, like he's really creepy. Just be careful. So he walks in, he sees that I'm new, and he's like, "Oh, you're new. What's your name?" So I say that it's Monica. And then every day he would come in, because the thing was I wasn't working that often. I was working like once or twice a week. So there'd be like a break in between like us seeing each other. So he would come in and he'd be like, "I'm so sorry, I forgot your name. What was your name again?" And then I said, "Oh, it's Amanda." And then next time he came in, he asked me what my name was again. And I said, "Oh, it's Tiffany." And then like next time he came in, he was just like, "Oh, hi, Tiffany." And I'm just like, "Who's Tiffany?"
Wow.
You really gaslit this man into existence.
I forgot what my fourth name was. I said, like, "Who's Tiffany? My name's Jenny."
Oof.
And then after...
Did he believe that?
He, like, legitimately believed it every single time.
I think he just like talking to you. I think he gave him a reason to talk to you about it.
You know what's the best part? Is that you actually could play all those names off.
Yeah, I think you can.
Thank you.
You really did mess with that guy's head.
Yeah, no, I analyze my face and try and see, like, what names fit me the best. Because if I were to say, like, my name is, like, McKaylee, like, I don't look like
Jenny, I think is your best.
Jenny, I do really like the name Jenny. But I think this was, like, the 5th or 6th time I saw him, right? He walks in, he's just like, "Oh, hey, Sandy." And like I'm looking around, I'm just like,
that's kind of creepy. That's
and I'm just like,
weird.
"Oh, Sandy, that's not me." So yeah, I'm assuming that one of my coworkers just told him, and I hope that person explodes. Like, how could you blow my cover? Either way, I just don't like telling people my real name, especially at work, especially since he was so creepy.
Wait, but
yeah, I always lie about my name.
You're a liar.
Was all that before he got banned?
Oh, yeah, no, all of this was before he got banned.
Okay, because I was thinking, there's no way this guy's still coming in after getting banned.
Yeah, no, he was actually insulting my coworker who was like 16, 17 at the time. Like, calling her all of these, like, horrible names, like, and it's just like, wow, how are you going to be a grown man and have beef with a 17-year-old?
What even is the protocol for a Dunkin' Donuts band?
I think the managers
have a code red
their
button
fingerprints,
they walk in?
a picture.
Yeah.
I'm honestly not sure. I just think that we have the right to like refuse service to them.
Okay.
So wait,
think
how
the
do you
police get involved.
go with banning somebody? Do you just have to like tell them to leave the premise? Like, are they
Yeah.
allowed to come in? Like, is there like an invisible line that if they cross it, they get zapped? Like, I don't understand.
Well, they just can't be. Well, they can't sit at the tables out front. They can't like obviously come into the store. Oh, and actually, fun fact about Peter. He would actually. We have like a gate, and it wasn't locked at the time. So he would come in and steal butter and cream cheese from us.
He sounds kind of cheap.
That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
He is cheap because he would always get mad at us for charging him for coffee.
Peter, if you're out there somewhere listening to us and Sandy and Jenny, Tiffany, and whatever her name is, call out 516-572-7440, 516-572-7440.
I think the police usually get involved in this. I think the station manager would, or not. What am I saying? I'm gonna just.
a station manager coming in
I
for
am
Dunkin'
so
Donuts.
sorry. My brain just shut off. there.
Speaking of brain shutting off,
Okay.
Frank,
Yeah,
I know you are not a...
You're a liar.
No way you're a liar.
There's
no way you have a liar story for me.
Well, it would.
You look like
You-
a horrible liar.
You would be
Frank.
surprised to know that I am a horrible liar.
Nobody's surprised.
But do you fib? You like to fib sometimes? Little
You're a
fib?
liar.
No, I don't like doing it anymore. But when I was a kid, I was trash at lying.
What'd you lie about, Frank?
I got one example from elementary school. Forgot what grade I was, either fourth or fifth, something like that. I was around that grade. I had a sore throat, and I'm sure some of us here have gotten strep throat before, right?
Of course.
yeah.
You guys know how bad that is. You get that horrible tasting medicine
Oh, yeah.
Robitussin?
that they give you. Well, this one time, I don't know what was going through my head at the time, but I literally said that I had like a certain type of strep where I could still be in public, but away from people.
Okay.
So you had long distance strep?
Were you? You know what?
Apparently, I don't know what was going through my head at the time.
Can I
but-
actually help your story out here? And you're gonna find me wild.
What?
I remember I went to the doctors once, and they wanted me to test for strep, and I knew I didn't have it, but they were like, "You could have genital strep."
what?
Excuse me?
That's a thing?
That's what I said.
That's not real.
They said you could have genital strep, and we need to test for it right now. So it's either because I refused to do the mouth swab. So they said we could do a blood test, and they said they need to do the blood test right now to figure out if I have strep A or B,
You know what? I think
and that's how you can be out in public with strep.
I did not know that.
I didn't
Thank
know
you.
that either.
All right, so the reason why I bring up genital strep is because someone has made a dumb lie out there, all right? A very big celebrity
Jamie-
has made a very dumb lie. He's been caught with it, and people are very much doubting his, accountability and his, whether this lie is the truth, all right?
All right, Jamie, I just gotta say, I don't blame you for hating the strep test. I'm 21 and I still hate it.
I don't take them.
I've hated it since I was like 4 or 5 years old. Just the feeling of that thing,
I don't know what it feels like because I don't get them.
it's bad.
No,
Trust
you're a
me.
liar.
Now, Frank, if you were aware of genital strep back then, would you have used
I
the
would
excuse?
probably not. No.
No?
You're a liar.
Yes, you would have.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
would
you
not.
would've.
Absolutely.
And
Fake liar.
That was fifth
Fake
grade.
liar.
I would have never heard of that as
You're
a
a
fifth
liar.
grader.
If I was in fifth grade, I'd be running around telling that to everybody. Watch them all run away.
Dude, they
Great.
told that to me in the doctor's office.
Use 12 as a story.
They were like, "We're running out of time with you."
How long ago was this?
This is like maybe like 4 years ago. I was in the doctor's office.
Okay, so you're still
an
like
adult.
you're like a teenager. So yeah, I was in fifth grade. So yeah, there was no way they were gonna say that to me.
Yeah, but they were like, you're running out of time. You've been here for 20 minutes, and we have other people to see. Now, either you get this test done or not. And I'm like, do a blood test. They're like, listen, you could have it in your genitals. And I was like,
But
You're a liar.
okay.
I don't blame you, Jamie. The strep test is bad, but honestly, I would rather that than the flu swab. I would rather that than the flu swab.
But the flu is up the nose.
Speaking of
But
swab,
it's way up
That's
the
even
nose.
worse.
speaking of swab, I'm going to swab away Jamie's answer because I'm going to go right into it, all right? So, do we all know who John Moran is? Have we heard John Moran?
Oh yeah.
John
No.
Moran.
Oh yeah.
All right, so John Moran is this basketball player who's been recently in the news for holding up this gun in his Instagram live. And he's
Twice, might I add.
Twice in
That's
the,
terrible.
in the span of, I think, 2 months.
He did it once. Got punished and thought it was a smart idea to do it
So-
again.
Why was he doing it?
So he just does it because he wants to act tough. And the reason why I'm bringing this up because it hasn't ended now because clearly he's not done taking accountability for this. It says right here that John Morant's camp floats it was a toy gun in latest video as NBA mega suspension looms. This is why I asked you guys about the dumbest lie because they're saying right now that it was a toy gun, not a real gun. And
Wait,
for that,
he's
I only
saying-
got one button.
You're a liar.
There's no way that was a toy gun.
He's saying it was a toy gun.
He was saying it was a toy gun. He shouldn't be facing suspension.
No,
Yep,
no.
that's what he's saying.
They
I
do
saw
have
that.
some. Have you seen some that they
No,
look
they look
legit?
realistic, but they always have an orange tip, and that didn't have an orange tip.
No, yeah,
Oh.
the airsoft guns have an orange tip, so but there are BB guns for sale that don't have the orange
Also,
tip.
like, what's worse, him being caught with the real gun or him acting like he has a fake gun? Like, I don't understand what he'd rather get caught with. Like, just taking accountability that he had a real gun, or the fact that he's okay with just saying that, oh yeah, we have fake guns in our car all the time.
What's
Why would that
worse?
not be
if
there?
it's fake, tell him to take the magazine out and show it because you can tell if it's ammo or just steel BBs.
What's
So-
worse, being a liar or, being a liar? I don't know.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, who
So
knows?
during a Tuesday episode of The Breakfast Club, Claudia Jordan said that she's in contact with Morant's camp, which is claiming the gun the 23-year-old Grizzly superstar was waving was a toy. However, the Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, the guy's in charge of the NBA, is still going to go through with the suspension.
Look, fake or not, you shouldn't point a gun on your live stream.
I agree.
That I really
agree.
don't think that's good for you. I don't think it's good for your image, and I do support the suspension.
Shots fired.
Shots fired.